Okay, I'm a bit disappointing the two results.
Yeah.
I thought for the most part we played decently against Long Island. We competed, we had a bad stretch in the second quarter, and then really just had a bad outing against Maine. That we're looking forward to getting back out, kind of putting that one behind us.
So how's Zhaire look in his first time with you guys?
Zhaire was good. I mean, we try not to make too much of put too much on just kind of like his first outing. Like, I think when we look back years from now and think about him in his career, his first game playing 10 or 15 minutes in Maine isn't going to be a big. It's just one small step that will to be kind of a long career. So it's really not trying to make too much out of it. I think it was just our goal for him was just to get up and down, get a feel, get back to playing again. I think he enjoyed that aspect of it. And then we're really on him about guarding and sitting down and being a good defender. And there's just some natural getting back into a flow that I think that he's going through, and that's good. That's the whole purpose. Is just get him back, get him moving, where we can then start to really work on some things.
It's going to be 15 minutes again then?
Something in that range. Something we'll feel out, and we're not going to play him a ton, of course, but we want him to get a taste. We want to give him rhythm. We give a good feel for it.
Other than what you've seen out of defensively, is there anything offensively you want to work with him with, like as far as jump shooting is concerned? Or
the main thing is just getting back into like understanding spacing, understanding where he needs to be on drives, and when other people attack the paint, where he has to move around. I think that he just wasn't. The more he plays, the more he'll get into a natural rhythm and kind of feel it out and feel out the course of where he should be in those certain situations. And that's why it's like when we get one opportunity, great. Another opportunity today, great. Get another opportunity to move forward on Friday. Just continue to build off those. It's gonna be great.
What kind of minutes restriction does he have?
We're doing the same sort of thing. Like we're not going to try to play him a ton. We're not going to try to overburden him and make fatigue a real factor. He just kind of tries to get his feet wet, get back into it. So something in that same range where he's not playing the majority of the game, but he does get a good rhythm and get a good feel.
How is Shake Milton's recovery going, and is there any timetable for him to return over the next few weeks?
Shake's getting close. Shake's up. He's been out, he's been working out, kind of getting back, similar to Zhaire, but his injury obviously being such a shorter time frame that we're excited to get him back. I think we're hopeful we'll get him back before the year is over. And he had a great progression with us. And you can see, he had some good minutes with the 76ers as well. And we're really happy about his development, excited to get him back on the court.
What are you working with Haywood on right now?
Haywood, big emphasis lately is just getting back to being kind of the elite defender that he was. The elite defender that he started the season out as. And then everything about finding shots in rhythm, finding ways to impact the game offensively without having the ball. So cutting, moving, slashing, and then taking in rhythm three-point shots when he's open. Kind of getting back to the basics with him. I think lately he's really done a great job defending. Long Island was one of his best games, just sitting down, being in the stands.
Any checkpoints that you wanted Zhaire to cross off? His first game and now his second game. Are there any specific things?
The checkpoint was that he's played a game. He's played a competitive professional game, and we're looking at this as a really long-term picture of getting him to be the point where he can come in and help the 76ers. So it's not so much as what happens here day to day, it's just building the habits of being in a stance, being able to fight through ball screens, being a great on-the-ball defender. And we're really building him up, and that's where he's really talented first, is just sitting down and guarding in a stance, and we look for him to kind of build on that moving forward. And that's why when you go back to the main game, it's like, what's there to be excited about? Well, you can just tell. He sits down to guard, he's got a real athletic profile that gives him a chance to be successful.
What did you see Fort Wayne the last time that they played him? You had those 140 points.
Yeah, I mean, we played really well. We made a lot of shots, and that kind of carried us. We got to get back to defending in the way that we want. We got to show some toughness and some grit on the defensive end. We worked on that in practice yesterday. That's been a focal point of us recently. But it fell off against Maine. It fell off a little bit against Long Island. We had done better in that middle third. We got to get back up kind of to where we need to be.
Zhaire, what's the communication with the Sixers as far as when you see his development in this final?
Sure. We talk to the Sixers all the time. I was at the Sixer practice this morning. Zhaire came in to shoot. So it's really kind of a collective effort. We have player development coaches that have been with Zhaire all year and we're at our games sitting up here today. And we're all kind of working towards this same goal. It starts with him being an elite defender. That's really kind of the number one thing we want to see. So we're really working on it, guarding the ball, staying into the ball, guarding the ball screen. Just making it difficult so he sees kind of some of the better perimeter offensive players in the G League that he can sit down and guard him and contain him in a way that's our number one thing.
I may have missed this when I was over there. How many minutes is he going to
Something in the same range that he played last year, where he's not going to play the majority of the game. We don't want fatigue to be a factor. We want to ease him back into this.
Norvel Pelle, we know he's the Batman of the team. Over the last month, he's just been really active on offense. Can you just speak briefly on his progression?
I think he's got some confidence. I think he's gotten better with the ball. I think he's gotten quicker attacking the front of the rim, and that's something we work on a lot. We talk about what can you do to really impact the game as a 5, and that's being a roller right to the front of the rim. He's been good all year catching lobs and dunks, and the next step for him is he catches a pocket pass. He can step through people to get to the front of the rim. So it's been really good to see him kind of progress, to gain more confidence in that. That just adds another layer. He's been great defensively all year long, and we just like all of our guys, like just keep building them up on both sides of the court.
Good.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.